Alright guys, when I told you people that these people they are up to something, it just be like say person just they talk. You see, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that the government of Nigeria is after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, Abuja court declines order to produce Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that the appeal process in jeopardy. See, I told us that you see this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to appeal the judgment and all that, it's not going to work. That is the truth. If you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going back to the court to go and appeal, that is going to make anything different, forget about it, because you are still going to be surprised, just like what happened on November 20. That is the truth. They are still the same Nigerian judges. So tonight, a shocking development has hit the Nnamdi Kanu case once again. And this time, he goes straight to the heart of his legal battle. A federal high court in Abuja has refused to issue the production warrant needed to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto prison to court for the settlement of his appeal record, a mandatory step before his life sentence appeal can even begin. So his legal team is calling this a dangerous obstruction, one capable of crippling the entire appeal process. So tension is rising across the country, especially in the southeast, as families, observers, activists, and political leaders attempt to make sense of what this means for Kanu's future. So guys, let's break everything down clearly. What happened, why it matters, and what could happen next. This one na Prospect Channels TV. Abeg, subscribe to this channel if today is your first time of coming across our videos. So earlier today, lawyers representing Nnamdi Kanu appeared before the Federal High Court in Abuja to finalize a crucial legal step known as the settlement of appeal records. This process must happen before the appeal court can accept the document needed to challenge his life sentence. I told you that we are going to break it down so that you people will understand what is happening. However, a major roadblock appeared. So the court, the Federal High Court in Abuja, they declined to issue the production warrant. According to the report from Sahara reporters, the Whistler, the Daily Post, and other major outlets, the court declined the request to issue the warrant that would allow authorities to bring Kanu from Sokoto prison to Abuja. Without that warrant, prison officials cannot legally transport him to the settlement section, meaning Kanu could not be physically present, the appeal record cannot be settled, and the entire appeal process may now be in danger. Nnamdi Kanu lawyer raises alarm. Aloy Ejimako, one of Kanu's legal representatives, immediately cried out publicly, warning that this refusal directly threatens Kanu's constitutional right to a fair appeal. Ejimako described this as a serious procedural obstruction, one capable of delaying, weakening, or even derailing the appeal before it starts. The step the court blocked today is mandatory in the Nigerian justice system. Without settlement of records, the appeal cannot progress. The courts of appeal cannot hear the case. The life sentence remains standing unchallenged. So you now understand where the wahala stand. So this means Kanu's immediate legal pathway forward has been pushed into uncertainty. Now, mixed reactions and tensions nationwide. Nigerians just they talk left, right, and center. So activists and supporters view this as a setback engineered by the system. The legal analysts see it as a procedural disaster that should never happen in a high-profile case like this of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Communities in the southeast are expressing anger, fear, and confusion, worried that the process is being deliberately slowed down. Even political commentators fear that this move may spark renewed agitation. Now, what happened next? Three major possibilities exist. That is, Kanu lawyers may seek a higher order from a superior court to compel the production warrant. Two, human rights organizations may raise international flags about fair trial violations. The appeal court itself may intervene to avoid a full collapse of the appeal process. Okay, this will happen if the need may be. Now, because this settlement of records has a strict timeline, delays like this could extend Nnamdi Kanu's stay in prison. It could complicate the appeal or force the defense to file emergency motion. So this is why tension is climbing. So guys, today's refusal by the Abuja court has pushed Nnamdi Kanu legal battle into a new and highly unpredictable phase, with the appeal now hanging by a thread. The next decision from the defense, the appeal court, and the government will determine whether the process moves forward or stalls indefinitely. But one thing is clear: the eyes of the nation and the international community are now locked on what happens, next. We continue tracking every development